see, this is the anaerobic glycolysis is very important. So, so till now we have seen the whole glycolysis converting into, we have seen glucose converting into pyruvate. Okay, glucose is converting into pyruvate. But so when this process happens in absence of oxygen, what will happen? So what happens is the NADH produced at one place, NADH, is produced, one NADH, actually 2 NADH is produced per 1 NADH per pyruvate, 2 NADH per glucose. So NADH produced here will be utilized when oxygen is not there, when there is no oxygen, then this NADH will be utilized and NADH will convert into NAD. And in that process, what is produced is lactate. The enzyme lactate dehydrogenase. There are 5 isoenzymes for lactate dehydrogenase. So it converts this, and this is a reversible reaction. When pyruvate concentration is very high, this pyruvate will convert into lactate. When lactate is very high, lactate will convert into pyruvate. This is the meaning of reversible reaction. And this anaerobic type of reaction occurs in RBC always, because RBC, RBC does not have mitochondria. And that is why in RBC, this type of glucose will convert into pyruvate and pyruvate will convert into lactate. It is not further metabolized, because pyruvate is further metabolized, further burned into mitochondria. RBC does not have mitochondria. So this is the reaction. This is called anaerobic glycolysis. This is happening always in our RBCs. Okay, in our RBCs. So there can be certain, this is the normal phenomenon. This is the normal phenomenon you can see in RBCs. RBC. This is the normal phenomenon in the cell where you don't see like enucleated cell. RBC, other enucleated cell, cornea, lens, and exercising muscle. When you exercise, what happens? Demand for oxygen increases. Your demand for energy increases. And this oxygen, that is why oxygen demand will increases. And this need for oxygen become very high. And that cannot be met by your system. And therefore, there will be a scarcity of oxygen. Oxygen will be low in exercising muscle. And this low oxygen will cause this conversion of pyruvate into lactate. So see, these are normal conditions. These are normal conditions. So I have given you here some pathological condition. There, see, what happens is pyruvate. The normal condition, what is the normal condition? Pyruvate will convert into, ultimately it will convert, pyruvate ultimately convert into carbon dioxide, H2O. That is what I told you, cellular respiration and ATP. So how does it convert into this? Into mitochondria. Mitochondria. Through mitochondria, it will convert into this. In mitochondria. Mitochondria, which cycle? Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle. Through Krebs cycle and electron transport chain. Electron transport chain. And here, one more enzyme, pyruvate dehydrogenase. We will talk about each of this. Just if you don't understand, memorize this. These are the 3 processes through which from pyruvate it will convert into this. So if there is any problem in this process, if there is this pyruvate dehydrogenase, PDH enzyme is defective, what will happen? The whole system cannot move forward. Just remember this as flow of river. So when you block somewhere in the river, when you block somewhere in the tap, so what will happen? Anything that block this pathway, that flow, the flow of this glucose to this carbon dioxide, anything that blocks, maybe it can be lack of oxygen. So lack of oxygen will be related to electron transport chain. Even if there is problem in proteins that is present in electron transport chain. So even if there is defect in protein, that enzymes of electron transport chain, if there is defect in enzymes of Krebs cycle, any places, any enzyme, if even one enzyme is defective, what will happen? The whole system will be blocked. If whole system is blocked, where is the pathway to go this pyruvate? The pyruvate has no choice but to go for Lactate, this is pathological condition. This is pathological condition. This will give you, if you understand this flow, you will understand there are many causes of lactic acidosis. We will talk at last. There are many causes of lactic acidosis, and lactic acidosis is a very important condition. There are many causes of lactic acidosis, and that lactic acidosis happens because of blockade somewhere. Remember this model, glucose into pyruvate. If there is any block in mitochondrial enzymes or electron transport chain or lack of oxygen, so it will not go into, the pyruvate will not be able to cross this